What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Toca Race Driver 3 career mode video. Finally, we are back, and we're gonna delve deep into this career mode. We're at tier 26, 81% of the way through, so we're on the home stretch now, just about. In today's episode, we're gonna tackle either one of three categories: DTM, Mitsubishi Motors, or Ultimate Can-Am Tour. Moving forward, we have either Nascar or Formula 3 to look forward to. And then beyond that, tier 28, we move into only the choice between two categories, I believe. And the finale is tier 32. So that looks like it might only be 1-2 episodes away tops. So the road to Formula 1 is coming to an end very, very shortly. However, we still need to deliver on circuit. We're going to go for Ultimate Can-Am Tour. Let's get into it. Leave a like, subscribe, and let's see if we can finish second or above in these convertible GT looking boys.
If you want to keep me happy, finish first.
Okay, Chief, away we go. First race of the season. Seems like we've got some long races in these ones. 7 laps, I think, in every circuit. I saw a couple of Australian ones in there. I did see Bathurst. I did see Barbagallo Raceway potentially. So and Mondello. So let's see how we go. Hockenheim is a nice and easy one for us to start off with. We're running the short layout, so that is nice. But yeah, these cars seeming to be no frills racing. A little bit of
Great maneuver.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That car looks nice, actually. Nice blue and orange. These cars, yeah, it's pretty easy to drive. There's a little bit of management of the throttle, which you have to get used to, but apart from that, this is not a 1960s F1 car handling like cheese. It's actually quite nice. No crabbing here to speak of. I've been having to think, guys. We're coming to the end of the series now, and oh! Oh no! We've absolutely destroyed Payless there. We've destroyed ourselves, to be honest. Yellow engine, yellow gearbox, orange suspension. I think we should still be competitive. What I want to know from you guys is, since we're coming to an end soon, oh my goodness, brakes are horrendous. Okay, now that I'm having to brake on my own, that is an issue. But apart from that, we're all gravy. We've got good pace still. There's a few championships. Well, everything that we've done so far has only been done in little tastes here or there. What I'm thinking about is doing like a sequel series, possibly, where we could go through various championships, like, I don't know, IndyCar. We could go through the F1 championship. We could go through V8 supercars, DTM. We could just
Stay on the track if you don't want to receive a penalty.
we could just do a select few tracks and do the full championship, the full calendar of that year. Is that something you guys are wanting to see? That's actually what I thought this career mode was going to be, and I thought it was going to take me years to complete. But if that's something you guys want to see, feel free to let me know. I definitely want to do the supercars season. There's a lot of Aussie tracks that I want to show you guys. Easy game, lads. Absolutely easy. When it all goes your way, it really does. We've been through some absolutely shocking series. IndyCar and those Group B rally cars being top of the list. But this, Hockenheim, is absolute cheese central for Tiametmarduk. Corner cutting for days, handbrake and drifting everywhere. I'm in a completely different postcode to everyone else. Look at this! I'm parked up! I'm gonna have a drink. We check Twitter. See what's happening in world news. Although I probably shouldn't do that. It's a little bit dire. I try to keep away from the news, actually. Let's see what's happening on Twitter. Oh, actually, one thing that's happening tomorrow, I'm doing a 1v1 series against F1 drivers. It's going to be a knockout style tournament. One shot qualies. And yeah, it's going to be sick. But anyway, thank you very much. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever done that before. Literally waited up for 30 seconds for everyone to finish, and then P2 probably gets the scare of his life. I'm gonna win! And then, no. Get in the bin. That was fun. P1, Hockenheim is the ultimate cheese. I would have loved to have known what the fastest lap was for the AI. They were miles off, even with my damage. 100 points. Bathurst next. Let's see what the other tracks are. Bathurst, Mondello, and Barbagallo. Okay, cool. Bathurst, easy win. It's the Australian Monaco. Oh, bloody hell. 7 laps of this place. This is going to take years. It's a 2-minute lap time. I don't have all day. These videos are meant to only take me like 3 minutes to make, and then I chuck them up and... That's the common misconception of YouTubers, isn't it? Anyway, it looks like I'm not having everything my own way here at Bathurst. We're not in the lead already. Let's see how this race unfolds for us. The AI could be very unfriendly to us here if they want to be. So we'll proceed with caution. I don't imagine with the handling capabilities of this car, this top of the mountain section is going to be flat all the way. Although I could be wrong. I know we should be slowing down a little bit, but we shouldn't be slowing down that much, fella. Here we go. Top of the mountain. This is what separates the men from the boys. One thing I love doing is going to iRacing events around here, and all the Europeans, unless you're like an alien, most of the Europeans just absolutely crap the bed here, and I'm able to be a whole lot more competitive. When we get back to European circuits, it's GG again, even though I know them. Anyway, through the forest elbow, get a nice punchy run out of there. The difficult part is just clearing the traffic. These guys are kind of braking unnecessarily at some corners, and on this first lap just taking it easy. That guy getting a massive tow down the straight, as I like to say. It's a big tow. Can I go in a straight line, please? You know what? Goodbye, Bathurst. I didn't want to do 200 laps of that anyway. So we're off to Mondello. Am I making the biggest mistake of my career? Just like, oh, it's raining here as well. I gotta start. Off we go. The absolute disregard for the competition. I can't be bothered, guys, to do the final 5 laps, 6 laps of the race. So I'm just going to get on the plane and get back to, where are we? I said Ireland was in the UK last time we were here. So let's not anger the Irish community of my channel again. Anyway, we seem to have more grip than what we did last time we were here, so that's a positive. Dive bomb! Thank you very much. I do like your colour scheme there. Yellow is the best colour for any race car, road car, whatever. Yellow just looks so good on cars, road cars specifically. Anyway, P8. We're actually going to have to work quite hard in this race. We're fast, yeah, but we're not stupidly OP like we were in Hockenheim. So the majority of this race will be me trying to chase down the leader. But the way this track is, it can easily catch me out too. So looking quite forward to this challenge. Another yellow boy. We're like Bumblebee, we're like the middleman.
No, that's a maneuver. Great slipstreaming.
Slipstreaming is not a maneuver. Oh yeah, let me just rock up to my driving test. One of the maneuvers I have to pull off to get my driving test. Oh yeah, slipstream someone on the highway for like 100 meters. Yep, tick. There's your license. No, I had to do. What did I have to do on my driving test? I had to do a 3-point turn. In the UK, you have to do something silly like reverse around a corner. That sounds difficult. Oh, parallel parking is another one. I think doing a hill start, if you're lucky, your instructor will give you a hill start to do as a maneuver. I think I got one of those. So, there's that. But, this is actually quite embarrassing, really. In Australia, it took me... Every time I went to go do a specific driving test, it took me 2 goes to get it. Even on my theory. Wait, no, I passed my theory the first time. So, I was happy about that. But, I had to do my driving test a couple of times. Because at first, I just went for an automatic driving test. I know, being the car guy that I am, I should have gone straight for manual. But back in the day, this is like 2011. No, I got my license in 2009. Actually, what am I on about? No, I got my learners in 2009. Oh, I'm just stuffing this whole thing up. Anyway, got my learners in 2009, which means that you have to have an adult in the car with you, yeah? But then to get my Ps, which is your provisional license, it's basically your full license, but you have some restrictions, like you can't drive a high-powered vehicle, you can't drive a car with a turbo, etc. That was the big one. That's where you had to go do your practical tests, and this is what I'm referring to. So it took me 2 goes to do this for my automatic license, and I went for automatic because I didn't have a manual car back then. My first car was a hand-me-down from my grandma, so I was very, very lucky on that front. So yeah, I went and did that. I failed or something. I didn't give way at a giveaway. Didn't see it coming. It was a road that I didn't know, so that was embarrassing. Second go, I got my automatic, and then not long after that, this is when YouTube started to pick up, and I got the money and I saved up for my Holden Commodore, which you guys might know. That car was a manual, and then I was like, I've got this manual car, but I can't legally drive it, so now I've got to go get my manual license. Went for my manual license for the first time. I knew all the road rules and everything, but then I failed because of a technicality. I came up to this busy intersection, this busy set of traffic lights. It was like in the CBD of this city that I kind of live in. And everyone was going, but then I went and I was kind of still caught in the intersection a little bit, like my rear wheels were sticking out kind of in the intersection, but I wasn't blocking anyone, and there was actually a guy behind me, even more so, still in the intersection, but because I did that, we were driving back to the test center. There was like literally 100 meters to go until I got back to the test center, but I failed. So yeah, I had to come back again and do my test again. That was really embarrassing. But then on the second go, I got my manual license, and hey ho, the rest was history. So that is, I don't even know how I got into that, but that's the history of how I got my manual test. And that life story, all because Rick told me about maneuvers, and it just brought back some interesting memories. Alright, penultimate lap of the race, we're on P5. Ideally, I need to get in front of this guy, and then hopefully get in front of the championship leader. So, let's start cheesing to get on the podium. Oh, doors open. He's Alex Alboned it, and I'm on the podium. Oh man, why was I shouldn't have given my life story for 5 minutes. I was just cruising. But we're gonna get a podium. That will be some progress in the championship. We're gonna gain some points on the championship leader. So I will certainly take that. Whew.
Unlucky. Third place it is.
Why is third place unlucky? I came from like P12 on a rainy day, not in Stoke. That's an amazing drive. 70 points. Third in the standings. We need second, so we need to beat Pelays in the season finale here in Barbagallo. This is a track I know really well. This is probably a track where Daniel Ricciardo learned to drive, or would have done a lot of racing in his early career. This is in Western Australia. Probably not too far away from where Daniel is from. Although WA is like the most desolate states in the world. Like, apparently Perth is the most isolated city in the world. There's not another major city near Perth for like thousands and thousands of miles. Like, off to the west, there's gigantic ocean, and off to the east, you've got to go do a lot of driving to get to like Adelaide, which I'd say is the next closest in South Australia. You've got Darwin in the northeast, but then there's kind of, I don't even know if that's a city. Yeah, it is obviously, but probably not by European standards. But anyway, let's not get caught up in conversation. We have a championship to win here. And we've got to do some cheesing to get there. I can't see the championship leader on the map, on the radar. So he must be towards the back. Oh my goodness, I'm really getting caught out by the braking of this thing. Wheel spin on exit. We've been done for corner cutting. It's our first warning of the race. Let's not get too many of those. But it's a very short lap here at Barbagallo, so I really need to get on with it. Oh, there he is. He's like P10, P11. Oh yeah, that's a lot of ground made up in the final corner. Bit of lip stream. Is he going to go defensive?
That was the fastest lap of the day.
As a racer, I actually love it when people go defensive, because it gives me an opportunity to go late under brakes around the outside. I love pulling that move off more so than doing the traditional and almost boring up the inside overtake. Always sets you up for a better exit anyway, if you've got the outside line. That's why I much prefer it. I think Daniel Ricciardo did a lot of overtakes like that in 2014. I didn't need that. Dive bomb. I'll tell you what, the game has really handed an opportunity to me on a silver platter. I've just got to go out there and make the most of it now with the championship leader way back there. It's going to be difficult now with our yellow damage. Heading on to the last lap in a second now. Oh! Jeez, these guys brake really early into the final corner.
Keep pushing. It's your last chance to overtake, because this is the last lap.
I know, Rick. You don't need to tell me twice. I just hope that second is going to be good enough. Well, easier said than done, but through the final corner, that was well executed. P2. He's not saying anything. I don't like that he's not saying anything. My camera has run out of battery, run out of recording. This is all not a good omen, but we will fast forward to the next screen. Oh, we've done it. Oh, yes, my 10 points. I can't believe it. Minter, where did he finish? Simon Minter, Mini Minter. That's a clickbaity title if ever I've seen one. Is in P11. A big fat 0. We progress through to the next championship. Oh man, I can't believe that. That was a lucky escape for us there. Skipping over Bathurst, giving a life story, cruising through the field at Mondello. We just scraped through. So, next up, we have Tier 27, GT Tuning Cup. We do have Formula 3, but given the amount of... Okay, no, that's not... for a second, I thought that was Formula 1. We still got the 2000s era to get into. So, I want to save Formula 3 for later because we've still got quite a few tiers to get through, and logically, we've just gone from GT. I feel like NASCAR would be a nice step in our career on the way to Formula 1. I mean, surely, we've had DTM here, but then we also had DTM like here as well. We keep just bypassing over Formula 3, but we will get there. Probably around here or here. So, hopefully we'll get given that chance again. We're going to go into NASCAR. I know it says Dodge Super Speedway Tour, but if you have a look over at simulation modes, go to Oval, they have IndyCar, which is an official series, but they don't have NASCAR. They've obviously chucked this in as NASCAR. So, Unlicensed NASCAR, let's go. Nashville Superspeedway, Gateway International, Indianapolis, and Dover. Where's Talladega at? I want to race Ricky Bobby. It's in the Dodge Charger. Hawk Motorsport. Benjamin Daly. Let's hope that these cars aren't cheese.
Okay, let's show them what you can do.
Off we go. For NASCARs. I don't feel massively fast. But I could be wrong. Hello, teammate. Get off the wall, Ben. Languishing here down in P16. That slowdown for the AI there is a welcome one because I don't feel that amazing in the corners. I'm really confused, guys. Are these NASCARs? I mean, they're decently fast, but approaching 200 mile an hour, which is not slow. But at the same time, it doesn't quite have that NASCAR feel. I could be entirely wrong. This is like 14 years ago. So, who the hell knows at this point? 29-second lap. I'll be seeing that lap.
Good use of slipstreaming there.
So understeery. Okay, we're gonna lift. Lots of lifting. Lots of lifting. Oh yes. Oh right. These just. We've got the cheese effect. Ah, that's so frustrating. Why is this glitch in the game? I don't think it was a thing on console. Just can't turn. Go full lock and it's just like straight. So, no no NASCAR in the end. Formula 3, just how you guys are asking for. You got a brief taste of NASCAR. And now we're going to do Formula 3. Phillip Island. What else are we at? Alton Park, Snetterton, and Castle Coombe, which I absolutely butchered in the last series.
Right, you can do this. Do your best out there.
Thanks, Chief. Alright, let's see how we go in Formula 3. We'll go in this cockpit little view for a little while we get a feel of what this car can do. I really like the amount of bias that Codemasters have to these Australian tracks. It doesn't matter what series we're in, there always is an Australian track thrown into the mix, which you love to see. Oh no, no, not cheese again. You guys saw that, right? I realise I've been saying cheese a lot in this episode. I will try to stop. But it's hard when the game keeps cheesing me. You're probably wondering, what is cheese? There's a couple of definitions. One is when you cheese corners, corner cutting. The other is when you're just getting absolutely screwed over. I like to call that cheese as well. But to avoid confusion, I guess I'll just keep calling it crabs. Why am I so bad at this game? It seems to be a big problem, doesn't it? Like one series I'm absolutely dominating, sitting down having a cup of tea for 30 seconds waiting for everyone to catch up, and then the next I can't even keep up with everybody. Well, this is all very, very close. Butts we've got through there. I don't really know what I can do to avoid the crabbing. I just have to do the handbrake a little bit just to help the rotation, or I don't know, not turn as much. I'm trying not to turn as much, but it's still the same effect. It seems to be more prominent at low speed, which is rather annoying. Through Hayshed, that's absolutely flat out in these cars. The 8 supercars, a little bit more of a challenge. Lukey Heights into the hairpin. Thank you very much. Again, more crabbing in the lipstream. I'm shocked we haven't raced the cars that have the there's like a boost button. You get like 8 shots of that per race or per no, not per lap. You definitely get 8 shots per race, and it makes a little when it happens. I guess it's like push to pass, like how IndyCar used to have. Probably still have. I don't know. Oh! Side by side. At least the racing is good in this series, even if my car isn't. Oh, he's moved over. Bro, you can't do that. I had the outside line and he had the inside. I had the, capability to brake later than him, but then he just moved over and kind of just blocked it off. That was very, very dangerous. But through turn 1, okay, I'm just a little bit hesitant about the crabbing thing.
Come on. Try and improve your position.
It's just very random. Happening a little bit there. Dive bomb. Understeer. Yep, I just can't bloody turn! This could be the end of our career, guys. If I can't get out of this series, Nascar is undrivable as well. What am I going to do? The road to Formula 1 is not looking good. Come all this way, could potentially be all over. If we have to bin off this series, there's only one other choice we've got. I can't even remember what it is now. Oh yes.
The infield doesn't do you any favours. Try and stay off it, will you?
Yeah, I was only on target for 1 point there. What do we have next? Alton Park, Sunderton Castle. Gonna have to hope for some big results here, boys. And now for your host, Tim Toolman Taylor. Is that a Renault going slowly? It's Alonso!
You're really flying.
Whoa, bunny hop. Oh, around the outside. This is tasty. Tell you what's not tasty though is that chunky bit of understeer. Absolutely loving life. Who can I get here? Miranda Kerr. Let's go. She's making her bid to be the first F1 driver, female driver in a long time. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we're through. After about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes now. It's probably not been that long. This is the furthest we've got. Soak it in. We've still got 3 more laps of cheese to negotiate. I don't like this. Side by side through AI in understeer city corners is not what I signed up for. Thank goodness for the handbrake. If I didn't have this, I'd have nothing. I'd be 10 seconds a lap slower. Here we go. Valentine Holmes up next. NRL driver. NRL footy player. Making his mark in his first career in racing.
Keep the pressure on.
All these people that I'm mentioning, you Europeans, will have absolutely no idea who I'm talking about. It's all good. Dive bomb. Final corner. Valentine. Okay. Not a problem. We're still going.
That was one hell of a lap. Practice so far.
Oh, why are they so unpredictable? Around the outside. Yep, understeer. Yes. The good thing for us now is that the championship leaders are having a mare. They're back in the edge of the top 10. This is the reprieve that we needed. Oh, okay.
Stick to the road. You can't cut corners like that.
I'll take the warning. I'll take it. Man, I'm really having to work hard for these results now. I mean, in a way, this is how it should be, but it's not exactly coming about in the most, it's not coming about in the intended way that Codemasters would have liked. No! Alright, P4. I'll have P4. I don't mind. Someone behind me has bottled it. And Valentine Holmes is making P4 his home temporarily. You're being evicted, son. Right. Somehow, top 3 is still within touching distance. I don't know how that's happened. They've also shut the bed. Alright. Alright. Final corner. We've negotiated this absolute mess here. Could have been a lot worse.
It's all up to you at this point. Come on.
Could have been better as well. How many points is that? 7. We are down in 10th place. We need another 7 to get with our old pal Valentine Holmes. So now to the next 2 tracks left. We need some big results here. I don't know if this is an amazing track for the player either. So, this is going to be tough. I need a good starting position, lads. P13. Let's hope that it's lucky for some. That some being me. Okay, so far.
That's what I like to see. Great overtaking.
You like to see me sideways in the barrier, do you? I have noticed, like, cars on the distance are taking corners at super insane speeds, pulling like 20G through a corner. But we'll ignore that. As soon as we get them in view, they start taking the corners normally. So, half the battle is just getting them close enough to not cheese. So, we will keep them in line. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Why did I get a wiggle on? No! My advantage is gone! Inside! What? What's going on there with the back end? I'm going backwards this lap. I just can't take these corners as fast as them. Like, look at this! And I can't handbrake!
You get back on the track, the infield's going to slow your car down.
Fuck! There are so many things wrong with this game! I can't compete!
Keep driving.
I don't know what I was thinking there. That's, yeah. Less said about that, the better. The more and more that I do this, the more that this is turning into a X-Matty G, Project Cars, Career Mode, Rage and Restart series.
Stay in the track if you don't want to receive a penalty.
That is the track! It's tarmac, isn't it? I was touched. I had no choice but to cut the chicken there. I'm just annoyed now.
Nice driving.
Because I just don't even have a fighting chance. P5. We could only get into that position because the AI absolutely crapped the bed through 2 corners. So many things to negotiate. If the AI are a little bit too far away, they're zooming through the corners even faster than what they normally are. It's a joke. P5, we're P8 in the standings. 3-way tie for 3rd. I didn't even know what the I don't know what the objective is. P2. Can we mathematically get that at this point? Maybe just, but I mean, we're gonna have to hope that everyone craps the bed. Like, we're gonna have to have superhuman pace here to have any chance. But it's looking like this whole venture is gonna be a whole waste of time. Yay! Positivity. Let's go. All right. Let's see if we can. Let's not write this off before we even begin. My camera battery's about to die, so prepared to say goodbye to my face. Okay, we seem to be decently fast into the chicanes. We might actually be in with the chance of winning one. I won't speak too soon though. It's funny, guys. This track actually doesn't seem to bring out the problem, the understeer problem. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, that's some understeer. Oh no, it's It's happening now. It's happening. No, why is it happening now? Oh, it's the last lap already. Well, we got going so well. And then the understeer issues hit again. What could have been? This championship. I was just so annoyed. I'm sorry if this has been a bit of a crap episode. But I'm not gonna be all, this is so fun, I'm so happy to be not able to compete. Like, I can't hide the fact that this is just absolute dog crap right now. P3.
That wasn't easy, but you made a meal out of it. We've got no choice but to try again.
And we have to go again. Just no pace. Absolutely no pace this whole series. Phillip Island, complete disaster. Alton Park, yeah, we got 4th. Snedden was decent. Yeah, I guess Phillip Island was just the big undoing of us all. But the annoying part is Phillip Island is the first round, and if I want to redo that, I have to redo the whole championship. So I think going forward, it's going to have to be GT Tuning Cup. So we go again from the next episode. Again, I sincerely apologize, but it's nothing, it's just out of my control, isn't it? Like, oh, and my game's crashed. No, it hasn't. It's minimized. Everything's going wrong today. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more racing game content. To be fair, we did try to do NASCAR. We did try to do Formula 3. But it was out of our hands. Hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. Next episode, GT Tuning Cup, and then 1990s Williams Grand Prix. After that, 4 tiers to go. Please. Oh, please. Oh, can you imagine? We get to Formula 1, and we can't even turn those cars. That would be the greatest anticlimax in my YouTube career. Let's hope it doesn't come down to that. Until the next one, I'll see you next time.